Fueled by alcohol and drugs, a violent and ticketless mob numbering 2,000 tailgated, stormed disabled gates or fire exits and broke into the stadium. Baroness Casey described it as a perfect storm. Wembley only three-quarters full, COVID restrictions relaxed, no fan zones nearby, and England in their first major final in 55 years. And shockingly, she is convinced we came very close to a national tragedy.
I was horrified. I mean, the scenes of disorder were horrific. The fan behaviour was terrifying, not terrible. It was on a different level and a different league to what I thought from the original coverage. We were seconds away from a Hillsborough-type disaster in terms of potential fatalities and life-changing injuries.
Among the many key findings, the final exposed weaknesses in Wembley's security operation, unprecedented levels of criminal and antisocial behaviour, and a collective failure by the organisers to plan for the worst-case scenario that could have led to serious injuries or even deaths. Scott Furlong took his son Cian to Wembley that day. He was at one of the disabled gates as the thugs tried to break in.
Once we were in the gun cage, the door to the concourse was kicked in, which hit Cian. It's not about being a football fan or anything like that. It's getting what you can for free. It's preying on the weak, if you like. It's not human behaviour. It's a disgrace.
While the report does not single out individuals or organisations for blame, it does point to collective failures, among them the FA and police, who did not recognise this was more than just a football match. It was an event of national significance. And by the time the police arrived in numbers at Wembley, it was too late to move the thousands who'd been there for most of the day. Did you misjudge it on the day?
I don't think that it's about misjudging it on the day. I think what she's saying is that when you plan an event in advance of this size and scale, you've got to treat it differently. Actually, we put in place many things which we've never put in place before. We had our biggest ever team of stewards. We had our biggest ever security presence there.
Among Baroness Casey's recommendations, a new security level for matches of this importance, stronger penalties for football-related disorder, and an FA-led campaign to tackle the worst of supporter behaviours. Some good may yet emerge from England's day of shame. Steve Scott, News at 10, Wembley.